Hi, we are presenting Restaurant IQ. So, opening a restaurant is a high risk decision, and most small business owners don't have access to location intelligence that large chains use. So, we built Restaurant IQ. Restaurant IQ changes that by combining ArcGIS, Geospatial intelligence, demographic data, and some AI insights to help entrepreneurs find the best balance to open their own restaurant. So, let's get started. We have made a login page, and this is our landing page. The app is also fully deployed. So let's log in. So after logging in, we have this beautiful map. This is taken from ArcGIS. So in the landing page, the user would first select a city. So let's say we put Santa Ana. The user would then select the restaurant type he is trying to open. So let's say we are trying to open a fast food chain, and some of the items in our menu are like burgers and fries. Now let's find the best locations. So we start with the ArcGIS and geoencoding API to convert the city into coordinates. Then we generate a candidate grid across the city. So for each location, we use ArcGIS Places API to identify competitors and anchor locations like universities and mall. We enrich the data using US Census ACS for population and income. So this is basically the dashboard. Now let's look at some of the features that we have added. So our features are basically the strategy that we are giving to the entrepreneurs. So the first strategy is the gap finder. The gap finder actually looks for undeserved zones where demand signals are strong but the direct competition is lighter. So let's find best locations based on that context. We can also change the UI of the map. This is again provided by ArcGIS. So we have added these few ones. Let's keep it to topological. Now in this you will see 5 best locations in Santa Ana. The number 1 is this one, the blue, as we can see in the legend. This is the most recommended zone according to the gap finder because this is the most undeserved zone where the demand is the most highest. We can also look at it through a different view, which is the hotspot view, which looks for proven busy areas in Santa Ana and restaurants and actively cluster them together. So let's look at it that way. Now our recommended place changes. So basically the business owner can decide for himself where he would like to open the shop. Again, like the everything in the map is coming from Places API in ArcGIS. We have competitors, university, mall, all these features. Now we have taken it a step further with generating some AI insights. So let's say for location 1 we would generate some AI insights, because if you would not like to read it, AI would nicely summarize it for you. So in the right we would have AI insights based on whatever we have searched, which is like opening a restaurant in Santa Ana, which is a fast food restaurant for burgers and fries. So this is what AI site insights have given us, and we are using OpenAI's API for this. It would also give us the pros and cons of opening our restaurants in this area, and what are some key data points, and what are some best restaurant options so for example, it's recommended to open a quick service restaurant over here, and what the peak traffic would be during the because of like the college students. And one more additional feature that we have added is the rent pressure map. So if you basically click on it, so under location 1 it would show us all the areas where the rent pressure is higher. So basically the green spots is where the rent would be higher, because this is where the rent pressure is higher. The yellow spots are where the it's neutral, and the red spots is where it's the lowest. So business owners can also think about where it would be easiest, where it would be cheaper for them to open a new shop. So this is our entire product. Thank you so much for the demo.